Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. I'm going to be talking to you about dealing with anxiety and depression. And this is something that I have never really talked to anyone besides my mom and my husband about, so bear with me. Please don't judge me. I mean, this is just my experiences and what I do to help myself cope with everything that I'm going through. I don't want to offend anyone. I mean, I know everybody goes through their own thing and different experiences. So I'm just going to go into how I feel about everything. So first, I want to say that this pregnancy, my second pregnancy, has changed my entire perspective of life, of pretty much everything: depression, anxiety, mental health, because I I used to be depressed in the life that I had before, like, but I was able to do everything. I was working, I was, making money, I was being a wife, a mom. I would go to the store, I would cook, I would clean, I would do everything that my motherly and wifely duties were with ease. And I was still, going through my depression and my anxiety, and I felt like last year was super super hard for me and just everything that I was going through. But now it's like basic things that I was able to do before I can't do, because all of that has gotten taken away from me because how sick I have been and everything that I have been going through, and being pregnant and I actually have a device that gives me medicine 24/7 that's stuck in my stomach. It hurts. And dealing with this now, like, before I thought it cannot get any worse. Like, I was at the lowest of the low. Now I'm like, girl, I can take on anything if I can take on this, because this has been the hardest thing that I have ever dealt with in my life. So, first, I want to address postpartum depression. Now, me with my son, after I had him, I didn't feel like I was going through postpartum depression until a little later on, whenever I realized, like, wow, my body has changed so much. I was at a size 0, weighing 100 pounds before I had him, and my body literally was destroyed after I had my son. And I feel like that affected me so much because I felt so ugly. I just felt so horrible about myself that it was just really hard. And I know a lot of moms and women know what I was going through and how that feels. But now I'm like, girl, we are the baddest fucking bitches ever. Excuse my language, but women go through so freaking much that I feel like if you feel like you are ugly or your stretch marks define you and you don't want to wear this and you don't want to wear that and just you feel so horrible about yourself, don't. Like, really don't. And think about how men would feel, and this is nothing against men. Like, do your thing, but think how men would feel if they literally had to go through what we go through. Women are so freaking amazing. We grow a baby inside of us for almost 10 months. We literally create a little human being that has everything, like their own little human. And for us to be able to do that, that is just so amazing. Like, don't feel bad about your body. And I know me saying don't feel bad about it is not going to be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm beautiful. But just think about how amazing you are for just being able to do the things that you have done. If you gain a little bit of weight, you gain a little bit of weight. If you get stretch marks, you get stretch marks. We are so fucking amazing. So that's pretty much what I have to say about that. is that you are beautiful. Like, after this, I have felt so bad, like, about my body and everything. But after this, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna feel amazing because of how low and how horrible I feel right now. I feel like everything was taken away from me. I haven't been able to be happy about my pregnancy or just enjoy life anymore because of how horrible I have been. So after this, like, I'm gonna be living my best life, and I feel like you shouldn't take it for granted. Everything that you are able to do, just doing basic things, I mean, you're amazing, girl. So, yeah. But I know it's really hard, and I just want to share what made me change my feelings about that, because I know I felt like, it's, I'm going through the worst. This cannot get any worse before. Well, girl, it can. And just appreciate. And of course, I'm still gonna go through things. I'm still gonna be sad, and I'm still gonna have my bad days, just like everyone else. But I just want to let you know, like, it's gonna be okay. You are beautiful. I'm not trying to be cliche or anything like that, but you are just so amazing, and you should not feel like just because men or other people who don't even have kids think, oh, stretch marks are ugly or this and that. Fuck them. I mean, I can excuse my language, but this makes me so mad that people are so judgy to where women feel so bad because it's not the perfect body or anything like that. So that's what I have to say about that. Um, another tip that I have, well, yeah, another tip that I have, or something that has helped me really grow from the place that I was in, is getting rid of negative vibes and negative energy. I know that sounds cliche as well, but it can literally be your spouse, it can be a family member, a friend that puts you in a place that is so much worse than where you would be if you weren't even around that person. And I know it's super hard to get rid of that kind of energy or those people, because it can literally be the people that are closest to you. But if you are worried about your mental health and you are always so drained and you just are going through a lot, take the time to evaluate the people that make you feel good and the people that make you feel bad. If they are making you feel worse, get them out of your life. And I know that is something that I have been doing lately, and I feel 1,000 times better because my own family, some of my own family members were constantly bringing me down and constantly saying things about me that always made me feel worse. So why am I going to have that? Yes, just because they're family, that doesn't mean that that gives them any right to say anything like that to you, or that you have to keep them in your life just because they're family. So get rid of that negative energy, girl, because that's not helping you, it's not helping nobody, it's not helping nothing. There's no reason why people have to be so negative all the time. So let go of those toxic people. Me as a person, I am so sympathetic. I put myself in people's shoes all the time. I don't care if I don't know you, if you're going through something and you will post it on any kind of social media, you better believe that I'm right there crying with you. I feel what you feel. I can literally say I feel what you feel because I put myself in that, and I go through that emotion myself, and I put myself in your situation, and I know that there's a lot of people that are like that as well. And my mom had actually told me something that was like, wow, a big eye-opener for me. She said, you have to kind of take a step back, Yes, you feel for people, and just because you're that kind of person, like, that's a good thing that you're like that you feel for other people. but you cannot carry that weight on your shoulders like all the time, because then you're going to weigh yourself down. And you want to help them and you want to feel for them and everything, but you're going to, in the long run, if you hold on to that, you're always going to make yourself feel worse. And so yeah, be there for people, be sympathetic, but not to the point where it's going to affect your own mental health. So that is something that I have really been working on. I had gotten asked how I like make it seem like I'm not depressed, or how do I feel happy around my son whenever I am depressed. But honestly, my son is the reason why I am here today. I don't know what I would do without that kid. Like, he is just my happiness. So for me not to be depressed around him is really easy, because he's just my happiness, you know? Yeah, I would not be here today. I don't even know what kind of place I would be in if I didn't have my son. So find the things that do bring you joy and that make you happy, and that should be pretty much what you base your life off of. I know it's so hard being a mom because you have all these stresses and everything, but if you have kids and you are depressed, your kids need you no matter what you feel. If you feel like you just cannot go on anymore, your kids need you. Like, I always wondered, like, maybe if I wasn't here anymore, things would be better, people would be happier, you know? But the only thing that would always run through my mind is, how would my son feel if I wasn't here anymore, and how would it affect him? Would he be better? And to me, that's why I'm here, because I don't feel like anybody can take my place in that, and that is facts. So, I mean, if you're dealing with stuff, take a break, breathe. I always tell myself, just because you had a bad day, and this is something I have to say over and over again and remind myself, if you have a bad day, it's okay. Everybody has bad days. It's a bad day, it's not a bad life. Because I know some days are harder than others. So that is one little thing that I have that helps me get through. I mean, another thing is, if you have a spouse, and a lot of people don't understand how you feel with depression and anxiety, because they don't go through the things that we do or that I do or anything like that. But try to explain it, and the best that you can, because I know whenever I would talk to my husband, he never really understood like what to say to me or anything like that, because he didn't know how I was feeling. I mean, he couldn't put himself in my shoes because he's never gone through the things that, or the emotions that I was feeling. So the best thing that I can say is just try to explain it to your partner. Like, if you just need to vent, or you just need to speak on how you're feeling, then let them know that, instead of, because my husband would always be like, well, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that, to try to feel better. And I'd be like, I don't need you to tell me that right now. Like, I just need to vent to you, and because you're making me feel worse. So, and we actually like had a really hard time whenever I was trying to let him know how I felt and everything, because he's not like me. So now we are finally getting to the point where he is like he's obviously the positive one out of us. So he knows now how to bring me up whenever I'm down. and what to say to me and everything, but it took a lot of explaining because he doesn't know how depression and anxiety work. Most of this has actually been about depression, but anxiety wise, like, I worry about everything, honestly, and it really kills me because I have been trying to do these videos. I have been trying to do my makeup more and be more out there, and I'm constantly like, do people even like me, or should I keep on doing this? And there's the depression right behind it. Oh, don't be doing this no more. Like, nobody likes you, nobody likes watching you. Just constantly putting myself down. So I want to take a little aside to say thank you to the people that do watch me, that do always say, don't give up. I mean, keep on going. We love watching your videos, because that is honestly the only thing. It's not even myself keeping this going no more. It's you guys that tell me not to give up and to keep on doing my videos. But anxiety has played such a big part. Like, I do not like going around people. I always think that people are like out to get me. They're constantly judging me. They're doing this and they're doing that. The only thing that I can say to kind of help is just to breathe. That is literally the only thing that ever helps me if I'm having an anxiety attack, if I feel like my mind is going a billion miles per hour. I just relax, breathe, just try to think about other things, try to relax my mind, because your mind can really be your worst enemy, and that is so crazy to say, because you're the one that's supposed to be able to bring yourself back up. And how can you bring yourself back up if it's literally your mind saying, no, you can't do this and you can't do that, making you second guess yourself all the time and making you feel like crap. So that's just a little video on some of my experiences, how I feel about some things. I didn't go fully like into depth or anything. I don't know how much y'all want to know or what y'all want to talk about or anything like that, but if you need somebody, and like, I always tell my husband whenever I'm having bad days, I'm like, I need a hug, please. I just need a hug right now. And he's like, okay. So he'll give me a hug, because that's what I need. I know what I need. So if you need a hug, I will send you a virtual hug. If you need someone to talk to, you let me know. You can always come and talk to me if you feel like, and I'm not going to say like if you need a prayer or something like that, because a lot of people feel like that's not going to help them. But if you feel like you need somebody to just be thinking of you, or if you're going through something hard and you just feel alone, let me know, and I promise you that I will tell you, not even that same day, of course, or anything like that, but I promise you I will always think about you, and I will let you know how important you are. I will send you a positive message. I mean, I want to be there for you guys like y'all are to me. So if you need somebody, I'm always here. I know there's lines that you can call and things like that, but just as real to you, I am here. So thank you for watching me rant about some issues and I hope you like my video. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Let me know any other kind of videos that you'll like to see. And yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed week. And again, thank you for watching. Gotta do the signature piece.